Don't forget to subscribe to Panda Outdoors. Do it now.
Okay folks, so still in the shed making a few more videos, putting it out there. So a while ago I spoke about Brownie's kit. Okay, so Brownie's an ex-soldier and he's done his close protection certifications and stuff like that, so he's had to do a lot more in-depth first aid training than me. Again, when I was in the TA, we done battlefield first aid and first aid there. Brownie's done all that, and then he went on to do a CP course and done his first responders course. So Brownie has got a significant kit that he's put together. Again, sticking to the car boot tails and market stalls and stuff like that, Brownie's managed to get a hell of a case. I think it's an ex-paramedics case that somebody was selling in the boot tail for cheap, so Brownie's managed to pick it up, which is really good. So on this case, there's all high-vis zippers, there's high-vis markers on it, so if it's a dark room or whatever and you scan a torch over it, you'll be able to see it. It's reflective, so you can grab the kit. So first of all, I will show you this hell of a bag. Okay, so this is the bag. Okay, it's nearly half the size of me. It's got wheels on, so it's like a suitcase. It's got a handle on it, and it can be pulled along as well. Okay, so again, on the back, if you can see, there's just all high-vis zips everywhere. So if you are in a dark environment, you can see where you've got to pull. You're not fumbling and trying to get open the case in an emergency. Okay. Oh, and it also is, if I open these ones, Brownie's saying, yeah, it's got rucksack straps, so it turns into a backpack as well. So not only can you wheel it along the floor, you can carry this as a backpack as well, to any situations. Again, this is not just a trauma kit, this is a first aid kit as well. But this has been set up very similar to mine, just on a bigger scale for big emergencies. So you've rocked up to a traffic incident happened, or when you're working a security gig, something major happens. You're not the medic, but you can certainly give the medic a hand, because with the training that we both got, or I will have, Brownie's already got, we're a bit more clued up on other people. But that's not saying we'd go in and take charge. It's just if the medic needs a hand on a big scale, you're not going to stand there and watch people get hurt, okay? So, or be hurt or injured. So that's what this is for. And also the type of things we do, we go out, we go pew-pewing sometimes, we go four-wheel driving, we go fishing, wild camping. So you're messing with sharps, you're messing with things that go boom. If you've got some sort of kit like this put together, you don't have to phone somebody's family and say, unfortunately, when we went out camping last week, they're not coming home today. At least you may have something that could save your life, a friend's life, in your person. You don't have to go to this scale. Start off with something small, like on the other video that we showed you, the two smaller kits, and then maybe add an Israeli bandage and a tourniquet to that. That'll probably stand you less than £20, and you've got a really good first aid kit with that. But this one is a good in-depth one, so we're going to go through it now. So flip it over. So on the front of this case, as you've seen before when I hold it up, it's got like a clear insert on the front of it. So this is where Brownie keeps all his like medical guides and how-tos that he's picked up. So you've got like an incident report book, and then you've got like a life support book that he's managed to pick up. So he keeps that in the front, so if somebody's helping him or he's helping somebody else, there's a book he can have a quick look at if he's unsure what he's doing, which is always good to have. Like in the back of my pouch, I keep my doctor's ABC card, so it's always fresh in my head. If something really happens, we're not in these situations all the time, you've got something to give you a quick look at that'll boost your memory so you can crack on and get on with the job. So that's really good, and that is in the clear pocket on the front, so if anyone's getting the kit for them, they know straight to go to the clear pocket if they need any information or anything like that. Okay, so I'm going to open it up and we're going to go through it now. Okay, so Brownie's just going to open it up. I wish I had the glamorous assistant. I don't, I have Brownie, but hey ho. So I will get a picture of this, and I will put a little scan video in now of what this case looks like, all closed and stuff like that. Okay, so I'll get a little scan video of this now, then I'll bring you back in a second showing you what is in the case. Okay, so first of all, he's got these removable pouches that pull out. We will go through them. And then you've just got a cover here with molly on it, like what was on mine, to keep trauma shears, lights, tweezers, and there's just a little pocket knife for any additional little tasks. Again, you don't go cutting people's clothes off with a knife. That's what the trauma shears are for, but a little pocket knife is always handy to have. And this is Velcro, so it just pulls forward just like that. So let's get into it, and we'll show you what is in this substantial kit. Okay, so as you've just seen them, how the kit works. So it's like this side's like a modular system with Velcro. So in here we've got some hot and cold relief packs. Okay, again, good for injuries if you're into your sports and stuff like this, martial arts, anything like that. You should always have these in the house anyway. So again, this just pulls off, and it is all modular. So in the yellow pouch, what have you got in here, Brownie?
It's all vinyl gloves, some scissors, and they're like little clamp things, like splinters really. We're not going to go in clamping the heart of these, just pull splinters out.
Okay, so in this one, as you just said, you've got your vinyl gloves, you've got your one-way air valve mask, so if you're giving anyone CPR, some little scissors, and then you've just got forceps, okay? It's not for clamping arteries, but as he said, it's just for pulling splints off, pulling splinters out, anything like that. But if they are in the kit and it is a major situation and somebody who knows what they're doing needs something like that, it's in the kit anyway. None of us would ever do anything seriously medical with them, but they are good to have. Also, there's 3 of them in there, 2 big ones and a little one. Brownie definitely does not need all of them, so I might pinch a pair, because what these are already good for is if anybody goes carp fishing or fishing and uses the scourger, if you're not very good at using them like me, you can use them, crimp it onto the hook and pop it off with no bother. So that's what they're really good for as well. That's free information, that free tips for you. Get that one for nothing. Okay, so then moving on, we've got another modular rip out again in the blue one. This is all face masks again, on the PPE side of things. So these are your giving people CPR, so when you're giving them the breast, nothing comes back, no contaminants come back into you. Okay, that is in that pouch. So again, these are good to just rip out. So if you're doing something, all you've got to do is lean over it and grab it. You're not fumbling about trying to get out the bag. This is a really good bag. And then I'm guessing in this one is all plasters and band-aids, as the Americans call them.
Sterile wipes, all that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. No, it's not. This is all sterile wipes, so this is all for cleaning wounds and stuff like that in this pouch. It would be easier if Brownie done the talking, but he doesn't want to. He's left it to me. So these are all your wipes and stuff like that. So again, when you're cleaning a wound, make sure you put your gloves on first before you start cleaning a wound with this. Again, you don't want any cross-contamination with a casualty. If it's yourself, doesn't really matter, but if you're dealing with somebody else, it's better to wear gloves so you're not getting cross-contaminated. As you've seen, we've got 2 pairs of trauma shears, some tweezers, a little one of those little inspection lights, okay, little LED inspection light as well, and then you've just got a little pocket knife. I think I've got some and I'll give them to Brownie. Permanent marker will go really well on here if you've had to apply a tourniquet, unless there's one in the bag. Okay, got one up there, boom, yes. I've got a load of them because I bought them for my kit, so I'll add one of these to Brownie's kit. A permanent marker is really good if you're applying a tourniquet or anything like that, so you can write on the tourniquet, if not, write it on the casualty's forehead. So when a paramedic comes and they get them to the hospital, the doctors and the medical team know exactly when you applied that tourniquet. With a tourniquet as well, I have said this on a previous video, do not remove it. It's for medically trained people to remove, okay? If you remove it, it can cause serious problems also the casual, it could be fatal. So once you've applied that tourniquet, do not remove it, and that's why you write the time. The longer it's been on, the different cocktail of medication. Apparently, I'm no expert. Apparently, they need to stem the blood when they remove the tourniquet. Just so I've been told. So if you apply a tourniquet, don't remove it. Let somebody medically, professionally trained remove that. Okay, so I'm going to delve into this side of the bag. So opening it up now. Okay, so on this side of the bag, we've got another clear pouch. So let me take them out. We've got another clear pouch. And this has got, what's this pouch got?
Mainly triangle bandages and some like just bandage on a roll, but they're sticky bandages. So we got the triangle bandages.
So again,
breaking your arm.
All triangle bandages.
And bandage, it's not very sticky, but it will stick to a certain extent. So if you're wrapping someone, you want to wrap a bandage up and lock it off.
So for sprains and stuff like that, that's good for. So it sticks to itself, that bandage, and then it's easily removable. Good for any injuries or sprains. So that's in that one. Again, I will take a little picture of this and put it in the corner so you can see exactly how clear it is. With this bag, everything's clear and visible, so it's all in front of you, so you're not rummaging and looking through. So that's on the first pouch that you had the scissors on, that you flip over. You've got that clear insert on there for that.
So the main one, it's just plasters.
Okay, so they're your plasters and your band-aids. Again, all in clear, see-through wrappers. Okay, sorry about the light, but all in clear, see-through wrappers, so you can see exactly what you're going to get, or if somebody else is going for it, they know exactly what to get when they pick it up. So then moving on,
Burns.
This is all your burns kit again. These are all burns dressings and stuff like that. So if it is a major incident, something really bad's gone on, people are burned, there's plenty of burns dressings there to deal with that. Again, sticking to the theme of clear. If people can see it, they can help you. If somebody's got to go rummaging for it, they're not going to be a help, they're going to be a hindrance. So if you are putting a kit like this together, make sure you put it all in clear bags, or if not, write on them in big bold letters what it is, what you're asking them to get.
Quick clot.
Okay, so we've got loads of quick clot here. We've got a substantial amount of it. Okay, all different shapes and sizes of quick clot. Okay, these are for your major wounds, okay? If you've been impaled, so if you've been in a car crash, something from your vehicle's hit you. We live in an age now where people pick up a knife the same as they pick up a mobile phone and the house keys. So there's more and more stabbings and things like that going on in the world. Unfortunately, it's not nice, but that's the world we live in at the moment. So having something like this, quick clot, that could really save a life. So combining this with an Israeli bandage or a first field dressing, whatever you want to call it, could really save a life.
So next to that is your tinfoil blankets.
Okay, so you've got your Mylar blankets. Again, not only for first aid, but for camping purposes. If you keep this in your camping kit, in an emergency, something goes wrong, you can make a makeshift shelter with these as well. But these are really good for keeping a casualty warm. Once somebody's gone in shock, keeping them warm is a must. As well, if you've ever had a car breakdown or anything like that, these are good to have in your kit, just to put around you, to reflect the heat back into yourselves. Not enough first aiders and medics have these, which we found out a while ago when we were on an incident and a woman got hurt, and the first aider never even had one of these in his kit. So I had to go and get mine, and then Brownie gave me one out of his to replace it. So yeah, foil blankets, worth the weight in gold.
You've got a mixture of bandages really.
Okay, so we've got a nice assortment of bandages, small, medium, large.
Like a leg stocking bandage, that one.
They're like
Pull it onto your leg.
They're like leg stocking, kinky type bandages. But yeah, so a nice assortment of bandages. Again, keeping the wounds clean and stopping the bleeding.
Moving up, you got your splints.
Okay, so we've got an assortment of makeshift splints. Okay, so if you've got some of that bandage that sticks together as well, if you haven't got no tape to tape it, you could use that bandage with this and make a makeshift splint. So there's
finger splints on.
Finger splints. You've got leg and arm splints. You've got like ankle, foot, and wrist ones there.
And then if you really run out of all that, you've actually got the proper cast ones that you put in mortar.
So you've got plaster of cast as well. He's got them in there.
So that's like the stuff you put underneath it, and then you go over with your plaster.
So he's got the foam to make a splint himself, and then put a cast on. So that's good. This would be good in an SHTF situation where nobody's coming to help you. You could actually set a cast yourself if you have got a broken arm. That's really good for that.
Then it's tourniquets and FFDs.
So we've got tourniquets here. There is a video on my channel of how to set up one of these and have them ready to go. So when you take them out the packet, to get them on, you've got to faff about with them. If you set them up the way I done it, you can apply it in seconds to yourself or to another casualty. It's quick deployment to get it on. So you've got tourniquets and first field dressings, or most people might have Israeli bandages. You do the same job basically. It's basically a load of gauze, whatever it's called, I can't think of the name, like to absorb the blood basically, with a bandage around it, and it will stop the bleeding. So if you use these with the quick clot, you can pretty much save a life. They are easy to use, and there's instructions with them as well.
Never really seen these before. The finger, they're not bandages, they're just in case you split your finger, you put your bandage, you plaster over it, then you put that over the plaster. So this is like a sleeve basically that keeps your bandage protect if you have to bandage your finger up, which is quite a cool little nifty bit of kit. I actually have seen these before, but yeah, that's a sleeve to protect the bandage if you've damaged your finger or stuff like that. Little sharps box.
Okay, we've got like a small sharps box for anything you come across. If somebody
gets blood on really, or someone else's.
Yeah, or if you've come across somebody who is a casualty and is a diabetic or something, and they've damaged the needle, you could just pop it in there, and it's out of danger, out of the way. Get rid of it, okay? Because you don't. I'm not saying it would happen, but if a diabetic's took the knock while he's trying to put his insulin in, it goes wrong, the needle snaps, at least you could dispose of the needle in a safe manner as well. So good little idea that.
Some safety pins.
Again, some safety pins in every first aid kit if you need to MacGyver yourself out of handcuffs or anything like that.
And just the sort of the bandages. Most of that, apart from the black bandage, was out of one of that. That's a £10 first aid kit.
So on the last video, as Brownie just said, I don't know if you heard, but on the when we said the guy does a £10 first aid kit, most of these bandages come out of that, apart from the black ones. Okay, they're the self-adhesive ones. So again, sticking to their clear packaging, keep it clear so people can grab it for you when you ask them, and that's just a nice assortment of bandages.
And the top one, so you've got your medical tapes, all these medical tapes in the boxes. So your iodine solution, Q-tips, or your cotton earbuds.
Okay, so you've got iodine solution like Q-tips or cotton buds for cleaning wounds or anything like that. Yes. You've got medical tape in the top pouch, and then eye solution again for cleaning eyes out. So that's in the top pouch. What I will do now it's open, I'm going to do a nice little scan over it just so you can see how it was all packaged and it all sits. There's a few additional items I know Brownie wants to add to this. I have got one somewhere, but I can't remember where I got it. One of those reusable face masks. So the way you've got the disposable ones, one use, you throw them away. You can get a pocket one, and it's a face mask with where you put your mouth over it and breathe into. One of them, I've got one. I think Brownie's going to add one. And also we do want to get one of the pumps. Okay, so it's the face mask over, and you can just pump. Okay, so but be careful when you buy these. There's two different sizes. There's an adult one and a children's one. Okay, make sure you don't use an adult one on a child, especially a small baby or a very small infant, because you can actually blow the lung. Okay, it's too much air going in. So if you're getting an adult one, that's fine. Use it on adults. I'd say don't ever use one on a child. Just do the the correct breaths for the child, because you can control it more. But for an adult, from what I know, I'm no medic, you can use one of them pumps and it doesn't really matter, but on small infants you can severely damage them. So please don't use one of them pumps that we're on about. It's like the face mask with the hand pump on it. We do want to add them to the kits that we've both got. So Brownie, is there anything else you want to add to your kit?
Not really. I mean, it all depends on what you train to what kit you carry, really. So basically, when we redo our first responders course, I'll probably add where you put in the airways,
down the throat to open them out.
Yeah.
I know. I'll leave a picture of it. I can't remember what they're called, but I'll leave it.
Cannula?
No, that's where you put the blood.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it is. I know exactly what Brownie means. It's if your airways a little bit closed, you can pass this through and helps you breathe. But again, you've got to know what you're doing with them. There's a couple of different sizes. So there's a small child, there's a teenager, and then there's an adult. And then I think, I'm not 100% sure, I think there's a difference between a male and female because of how closed and open the throat is. So you do need training on them. I'll leave a picture of what we're on about. I just can't remember the name. But yeah, they are good to have. Again, you could have them in your kit, never need or ever want to use them. But again, have something like that in your kit. For if you do rock up to a major incident and a medic's run out of them, you could just give them to the medic. There you go. You've saved a life without having to do anything for it. But if you're not trained on it, don't ever use them and don't ever put them in. And one thing we did is in there is a little life bivvy, okay? These are one of these little like bivvy bags. I think they are Mylar inside. Yeah, so the orange on the outside and the are Mylar, like the foil blankets. So if you've got a casualty and you're camping or you're out in the stick somewhere 4-wheel driving, get them in that until you can get help, and it'll keep the body heat regulated. So as you can see, what I was on about with the clear pouches on each thing where you flip open. So that is the overlook of the bag when it's all opened. So that's what an ex-soldier keeps in his first aid / trauma kit. I'm not saying go out and build a big first aid kit like this, but a small first aid kit is crucial. So I hope you've enjoyed that video, having a look at what Brownie's got in his first aid kit. I'd let you know what Andy has in his first aid kit, but it's, I think, a plaster, and all hope that nothing's ever going to happen, because I think Andy only got a first aid kit when we went on the bushcraft weekend with bushcraft tools, because they said to make sure you have your own first aid kit. He just used to rely on me having a first aid kit with me. So Andy's is whatever's in Panda's kit's my kit, basically. So I've been Panda, he's been Brownie. I hope you enjoyed this video on first aid kits. If you've got any questions or anything about the kit or anything that we can help you with, we will. But we are not medics and we're not first aid trained. Again, I am in talks with one of my medic mates who's going to do a couple of basic first aid videos for you on the channel. I'm going to get them locked in the next couple of weeks. Again, I know my channel is Panda Outdoors and 4x4s, but the prepping side is what I do as well as that. I didn't really want to go into it too much because people think you're a bit weird when you say you're a bit prepared or you prep. So, but the way we live in this day and age, a lot more people understand why you do it, okay? So, I've been Panda. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you outdoors sometime and stay prepared now. See you on the next one.